Now, scarcity of course creates value. Obviously, when there's not much of something available, what is available becomes more expensive. We're running low on the amount of silver and we have to use it every single day to create things that we can't live without, so silver will become scarcer than gold and therefore more valuable. You probably already know that most of the gold that has historically been in circulation is still in circulation. This means that it's generally not used for anything except for making money and jewelry. Even though the profit margins from trading gold now are much higher than those you have when you trade silver, it's really a better, more long-lasting and just a smarter investment to put your money into silver. Gold will always be there. We don't use it for anything expendable in our lives. Of course, we can have a gold filling and we can use gold in equipment and we can even use gold when making handmade suits, but these are all very luxurious, whereas silver is a necessity in many items. In other words, a computer without silver simply won't function, if you get my point. So, although gold can be a good investment, it doesn't have the scarcity investment potential that silver has. And more people are starting to buy silver. I know that when you invest a lot of money into something, the reason that everyone's doing it might not be a strong enough reason for you, but that's not why I'm telling you that everyone is buying silver. The reason why I'm mentioning this is that more people look around and realize the reality of the current situation. They're starting to see this opportunity to buy silver now, and that means the price of silver will go through the roof very dramatically and very quickly. Silver will become more and more wanted and people will just go crazier about it. Many of the big investment companies, as well as wealthy individuals that people listen to, many thought leaders in the industry encourage people to go and buy silver. What do you think is going to happen if everyone starts buying silver? Yep, you're right. It's just going to increase the prices. The great thing right now is that silver is really cheap and you can get it pretty much at bargain prices. Silver is a precious metal and it will become expensive sooner or later. The thing is, the sooner you realize that, the sooner you're going to start investing and the sooner you'll be making money with it. Of course, it's not my purpose to convince you to spend your money on silver, but I just want to make sure that you understand the situation so that you can make an educated decision as to how to use your money most effectively. Just like Robert Kiyosaki, who started buying silver when it was sold for $3 an ounce, you too can buy silver cheaply and sell it more expensively later. Another thing that's very important to realize when it comes to silver prices is that they grow more rapidly and more steadily than the price of gold. For instance, it was possible to buy an ounce of silver for $7 in 2005. Now an ounce of silver costs anywhere between $17 and $18. Now that's the price for right now. In 5 years, silver increased its value by 100%. I'm not aware of many opportunities to invest money that will return 100% profit after 5 years of basically doing nothing. Remember, you don't have to work to increase the value of silver. All you have to do is buy it when it's cheap and then sell it in a few years' time. So why does everyone seem to want gold? We know that gold is currently much more valuable than silver. That's general knowledge right now, and that's why companies that have money to invest prefer to buy gold over silver, because they're buying and selling gold, their profit margins are larger. Another reason companies invest in gold is that they know that gold is very popular. Over time, gold has always been considered one of the most valuable metals on this planet. People always traded gold. Kings wore gold all the time. Gold has been a synonym for wealth. On the other hand, silver is called the gold of the poor, and of course none of the big wealthy investment firms want to work with something that's associated with poor people, so they select gold over silver. But gold will decrease in value relative to silver because there will be much more of it as silver is depleted. The main reason for which we use gold is to store value. Gold is our reserves. Gold is something that will be in demand and we'll always be able to trade it for money or for anything we want. It will always be wanted and needed by almost every country in the world. The crazy thing is that people don't really consider silver to be such a great way to store value, and the reason for that is its price. If we want to have enough silver to even consider anything serious, we have to have a lot of it, but as I've mentioned, it will not be that way forever. Silver will be just as good as gold as a means to store value in the very near future. We will want to buy silver from the investors because we will simply need it for our lives. This is common knowledge for many people that have an interest in trading precious metals for long-term investment. Hopefully, after watching these videos, this is common knowledge for you too. Before I end this video, I just want to talk about something that shocked me. I don't know if you're aware, but there's a Walmart in China. On the surface, this doesn't mean much, but that piece of information got silver investors thinking, and they calculated that if every man in China went to a supermarket, be it a Walmart or anything else, and bought a toaster and an iron, we would be looking at $50 an ounce for silver. And that's only counting one toaster and one iron for people in China. I'm not talking about the cell phones or the TVs or the computers and all the other things that they have. They use those things all the time, and they'll keep using them because the economy worldwide and the world in general has become so addicted to the internet. The production of computers and other electrical devices will keep increasing from year to year. China is currently beginning a massive economic boom which will bring a better standard of living to millions of people, and as in the West, it will require production of more and more goods. In fact, investors claim 2 years from now silver will jump from $17 to about $40 to $50 an ounce, and that's only in 2 years. Of course, those things are just assumptions, but this is a prognosis based on trends and on what's already happening around the market. We also looked earlier at the recent Chinese focus on the value of gold and their focus on buying mining companies because they know if they spent their wealth on the physical gold and silver itself, they destabilize economies globally and massively increase the price of gold and silver. So while they understand the value of gold and silver, they also understand the impact of massive changes in the dynamics driving the prices. Okay, in the next video, I'll talk to you about where you can buy and sell silver.